Hi everyone, it's Ayesha here from God FM, and I want to talk today about my concerns for anyone who has a phone, anyone who exists in society. If you can be hacked so easily, someone can take over your identity and completely take over any device that you ever own and any number that you ever own, then it's very hard to function in society. I, for one, have had enough of it. As you've already heard, I can't see a way to compete with professional hackers, people who've got, a Stingray and Pegasus set up around my home so that any device I buy is hacked. I want to give you some examples of the things that are happening on my devices. Predominantly, this is people with iPhones, okay? But YouTube is automatically signed into any Google account that you've got or signed into on that device. And for me, this is a very big security flaw. It appears that anybody can hack your phone by sending you a photograph or a link or phoning your number. And that you can be located, tracked, and hacked through your SIM card, but also your television. Like, as soon as I start using my television, everything gets taken over, and any Bluetooth device. And, it means that I can't use my own appliances even in my home. Because somebody else is in everything. They've created a network in my home. I think it's laughable, actually, that this kind of activity is allowed to go on. The police just sit by idly and don't do anything. And the combination of being a targeted individual, of having your phones completely taken over, having no privacy, being basically imprisoned by a bunch of satanistic, thick, child-eating, blood-drinking psychopaths, which is who these fucking people are at the end of the day. And they think they have the right to do this only because the police refuse to deal with this. I've had enough of it. It means that if I go on TikTok or any of these social medias, so TikTok is the worst one, by the way. That's the one I found that they just get into everything. They create fake users, which are masking as your own identity on the actual app, sending you images through this fake account, and basically they have control of your account, so they can send images to then take control of your device remotely through any of the apps, including but not limited to WhatsApp, Telegram, TikTok, and so on and so forth. Obviously, it's a very coordinated attack because this has to be synchronized with somebody in the vicinity of your nearby neighborhood who has got a Stingray and Pegasus type of device that is rigged up to hack everything. And basically, I can't even use a TV in my home. That's the levels of extreme I have to go to get these guys off my phone. I've got an Apple Watch, which has apparently synchronized to my iCloud account. Again, I'm the only person using it, and I've got so much evidence. I'm just really tired of all of this activity and the police turning a blind eye. I have told the Lord that, I don't want to be here, and I just don't see the point in existing here. If you're going to be terrorized and stalked at will of your enemies with no justice, And I have said to God, I don't want to hang around and wait for your judgment day. It's very hard to conduct your life when you've got people in every device taking over your numbers, taking over your WhatsApp, joining you to groups without your knowledge as well. That's another technique on WhatsApp. Because anyone can join you to groups on WhatsApp and WhatsApp Business. And they seem to be able to get into your YouTube account by sending you a YouTube link. And then this allows them into one of the primary email addresses that are associated with your iPhone or whatever. And then they get into everything associated with that number. They also then take over and they install software through this link and take over any media creative software. Now, for a broadcaster, I'm using software regularly on my devices. I told you I use them as computers. I can't even use my own SIM card in my devices without having everything completely taken over. One of the reasons I'm still here is because I have to use different SIM cards in my phone just to tell it that it hasn't got one of my other SIM cards in the phone. And so, Health and all of these other apps are set up to track me. On iCloud, Passwords is automatically saving my passwords even though I've clicked it off. I've got Game Center that's actively on there, even though it's off. Now, this isn't going to happen to your every average Joe, right? But this is happening to me. I've got the device to prove it. It's not that hard to prove. And I'm not an IT specialist. I'm not a cyber expert. But I know when they're on my phones. And I have, developed skills to be able to assess my own phone and go, oh God, it's got stuff on it again. Basically, they put on ARM64. They're using software and things like this, which I can't compete with. They're able to get TVs that are switched off and unplugged to connect to this network. How do I know? Because I've checked. Okay? And this also includes any Bluetooth speaker you connect it to with your iPhone. Suddenly everything is connecting up to this Bluetooth speaker. This isn't normal behavior for a device unless you've got hacking software on your device. I'm tired of it. And I'm just going to carry on exposing how laughable I think it is. Because I think it's damn fucking laughable that any phone can be intercepted, hacked and taken over. And that anyone's life can be destroyed by child-eating, blood-drinking psychopaths, and the police won't do anything. And your neighbours can all be hired to participate in this. Not only that, they'll gas you and they'll poison your water with the intention to get this nano inside you so that they can activate this stuff inside you using your own fucking phone and iCloud account and SIM card. Soon as I use my SIM card on this phone, everybody's in it. It's utterly humiliating. It's degrading to not be able to operate any type of business. I can't earn a living. I can't operate in society. The same with the computer. I've got a computer that I've wiped and everything else, and these people are in it. It's not connected to the internet. But everywhere I put this fucking computer, I get a headache. I don't want to have to get rid of my fucking computer because I've got child fucking eaters in my computer. The same with my TV. I want to be able to have a TV. I don't want my neighbours knowing everything I'm doing. I'm tired of this whole fucking charade. I'm tired of lights being pointed at my fucking house, being cooked alive with laser lights, and no one admitting that this technology exists and is being used against innocent civilians. And this is why I have said, I don't want to be here. There's no justice, no help, and it's fucking horrible, and it's fucking scary. My cooker has caught fucking fire. On the weekend, I had a little bug detect bugs sort of sound plug-in device, which wasn't even fucking switched on, which exploded in my own fucking house. I've also got a light that you plug in, and it's just got a little twirly thing to put the bulb in. That's all it is. Very simple. And some of the wiring came loose, and I went to switch it on, and I hadn't realised. And I electrocuted myself. I stood here and being electro-fucking-cuted. And the power didn't go off on the electrics. These people are messing with things, and it is dangerous, in my opinion. And I am fucking tired of it. I call on God, because I'm fucking tired of being harassed, humiliated, and dragged through this horror show. I want justice. I don't want it just to stop. I want heads on sticks. I want heads for all of the activity that has taken place against me, as because I'm a child of God and I'm a minister for Jesus Christ. I want justice. I'm calling on God for my fasting and praying for justice. Not just for a few days peace and fucking quiet. I want justice. I want this sorting out. It's fucking horrible. I won't tolerate it. I will not. It's absolutely horrendous. Any of the things that have happened to me. It's full time. All day, all night, every second, every minute, every hour of every fucking day. Why? Because I'm a fucking Christian? Because I worship God? Because I believe in the one and only King and Kings? And this is going to happen to you if you believe in Jesus. I'm not crazy. These people vandalize my home, vandalize my vehicles, hack, stalk, follow, terrorize, and torture innocent people. No one will ever stop them because the law is providing facility for this kind of criminal activity through all of the apps and everything else. It's ridiculous. We are going into some type of horror film reality. It's horrible. I've got an interview with someone tomorrow, and she's a victim of stalking or whatever. She was like, I'm a bit worried about you because of your lights and doodly-doo. Don't fucking worry about me. Worry about yourselves, because this is coming for you. All right? Stop worrying about me. Keep your fucking nose out of my business. Right? And get a grip. This is fucking horrendous what's happening in the world. The place is heating up because the data centers have taken precedent over the water supply, supposedly. The place is so hot, the roads are melting. Get a fucking grip and wake up to what's fucking happening around us. The leaders are eating people. Fuck's sake. I'm tired of it. And the stuff that's happening to me is a radar. For me, it's an example on a radar that the world is fucking horrendous. And it's true, I don't want to be here. I'd be glad if I'm out of here, please. I don't want to be here, thanks. No thanks. I've told the Lord the same. You know, I feel like I'm being punished for something. And I haven't done anything wrong. Why am I not allowed to be happy? Why have I got to pretend this isn't happening for it to stop? Why? I'm not going to pretend this isn't happening. I'm not going to pretend this hasn't happened. It has fucking happened, and I'm fucking tired of it. I can tell you that if I got hold of one of these fucking people, you'll know about it. I'll put it all over the fucking media. If I catch someone in my fucking house or doing any of this shit, I personally will grab hold of this fucking idiot and I will put them on a video and I'll show you what happens to people who fuck around with people. You understand? I'm not scared of anyone. I'm tired of being harassed and stalked. And I can tell you, I've got all my faculties. I'm not missing any marbles. I promise you. This is happening to me. I've seen them erect lights at the Hogshead in Turkey and at Union Square. I've even contacted Union Square about these lights because I become very unwell when the lights are switched on. They've denied that they're anything dangerous, of course. But the guy who runs that place is a control freak. One of those people, it's just like the rest of the bunch that do this stuff. Wouldn't be surprised if he's part of it. I used to work in the market and have an office in town. And this guy made a beeline to make my life a living fucking hell when I worked in town, running my estate agent, because I had to go through his fucking car park to get into the car park of the market. And this guy, my car was vandalized and they got cameras and lights everywhere, but they never caught anyone who vandalized my vehicle because they probably did it. They are a horrible bunch of people. They've got this big multi-story car park on Union Square on Market Street. Let's talk about this, right? There must be 1 million fucking lights on that thing. It is so bright it lights up the whole fucking town. And why? Well, because this is run by incompetent, evil people. They're not here to provide a service for the public. They're here to monitor, track, follow, and whatever, and harass innocent civilians. I'm not imagining this stuff. This has happened to me. Being purposely witch hunted when I had my office at the market by this man. I'd drive through the car park. Sometimes I would drive with music loud and a little bit too fast. And he had me banned from parking in his car park. Why? Because he's a control freak fucking maniac. This is a person that wants to be a traffic warden type FEMA camp controlling Hitler who will shoot you on sight for being happy. These are the fucking type of people I'm dealing with. Don't like you with loud music. Don't like you driving around too fast. Oh no, you can't be happy. Fuck you. Leave me alone. Stop pointing your fucking laser lights from Union Square. The reason Union Square has no fucking people occupying their fucking shops is because it's run by an incompetent imbecile who is a control freak and a maniac and a fucking crazy, horrible man. That's why. And he enjoys bossing people around. I don't work for you, you fucking wanker. In Union Square, you have put up all these lights that are fucking powerful and dangerous, pointing them at my fucking house. I know you have. And then there's also Bettersworths,
with their lights as well. Yes. No, I'm sick and tired of it. I'm not pretending and I'm not messing around. Yeah. If you don't like what I'm saying, you can take me to court. Okay. And I'll win. I'm sick and tired of this. This is harassment. Absolute and utter harassment. Okay, as far as I'm concerned. The reason you haven't got anyone in Union Square is because of that horrible, evil man who runs that show. A busybody fucking Hitler, FEMA type boss who doesn't care about safety. He's a control freak. A total and utter fucking control freak. I had a business and I couldn't park my car at my business. I had to concentrate so hard not to play the music too loud or drive too fast through his section of this car park. Because he's a control freak. A horrible little man. And it affected my business. And that's his intention. Because he didn't like me. He was jealous of me and wanted to find any reason to show that he had control over my life. This is an example of a psychopath. I rented one unit on Union Street to a company, and they had moved from Union Square to this Union Street, and the customer and I had negotiated with the landlord the terms of the agreement for the lease, which I was preparing, by the way, my background's law. And we were confused about what the landlord had said to us. So anyway, the client of mine spoke with the manager of Union Square, who basically slandered me and went, "Oh, you can't trust her. Dodgy she is." And all this really slandered me. So I know this guy doesn't like me. And then said, "Oh, well, I bet she's lying about what the landlords agreed as well, right?" Okay. Then the client came to me and I said, "Oh, well, actually all my calls are recorded, so let's have a listen." And sure enough, we had a recording. We were able to put the contract together based on a recording of this conversation that had taken place between myself, the landlord, and my client. Okay. And then he said to me, he laughed. He said, "There's no way that she records all her calls because she's a dodgy, kind of person." This is the man who runs Union Square, who goes around slandering me. You don't know me, right? But I pray to my God, maker of heaven and earth, that you will lose your job at the Union Square, because the reason there's no shops there is because what you did to me, and I didn't even work at Union Square. I worked in the market next door. You disrupted my business and the operation of it, and being able to function as an estate agent and park my vehicle by my office. And now you've got laser light pointing at my home for your own pleasure to impact my life even further. I take this as a personal attack on me. And I've had enough of it. So I'm exposing it and I'm talking about it. The reason there's no shops in Union Square is because of this man. Yeah? That's why Torquay is struggling, right? Because people in business need a good working environment to operate. And if you've got a little control freak psychopath like him, you're not going to be in business very long. Okay? As far as I'm concerned. And the rates as well, very high for, I don't know why you charge so fucking much for your offices and for your shops. Okay. So yeah, if you've got an issue with me, then you should come to me. There was a solicitor the same, kept slagging me off. I'd sent someone in to go and get some advice because they were being evicted. And anyway, the solicitor ended up slandering me off to my client. I thought, who the hell are you? I rang up the solicitor and I said, if that happens again, I'll be reporting you to the Solicitors Complaints Commission and the regulatory authorities, and make sure your license is revoked, because you're not allowed to gossip about other businesses. What kind of fucking place is this, Torquay? Is it the Hills of Eyes? What, I drive a convertible car? I got blonde hair and I play my music loud? So you don't like me? Come and fucking tell me. Don't go around causing shit, and don't point laser lights at my fucking house. Because I'll expose you. And I'll talk about you on God FM. Because I take this as a personal attack, but also an attack on me and my ministry and my ability to conduct my life. And if you don't switch off your fucking lights, then I'm coming for you financially. Union fucking Square. Bastards. Who are you? Pipsqueak. You couldn't run a business if you tried? Little pipsqueak. Fuck's sake. We're in a recession. We're struggling. We need to work together. Shouldn't be trying to destroy people with laser lights. Fucking wanker. Ridiculous. So anyway, this is my story, right? And I'm tired of pretending this isn't happening. Okay? And when you start pointing laser lights from your building and you don't listen to me, I've told you already to turn off your laser lights. They're affecting me. They're affecting my health. There are regulations and a remit to follow. But it is my belief that if the council was to come out and be dispatched to the site and do an assessment, then they would adjust the lights so that they would not be radiating at such a high level. Because I believe that they can change the settings. Right? I've had enough of it. You know what? I don't care. I don't really care if you people don't like me. I don't care. I'm used to it. But we have a civil and a policing system that should be in place to protect the public, but isn't. And that's why I'm exposing it. Yeah? Ridiculous it is. There's an old age home on Market Street. Not on Market Street. On Rock Road. Another one. Absolutely full of the same type of people. All of them. Yeah. It's the same. They've got all sorts being done at the back of their house to do this stuff to me. And I'm going to talk about it. Who wants to live in an old age home where they do this to an innocent preacher, eh? No thanks. I'm not making this up. I'm not imagining it. This is fucking happening. And if you come against me and you want to hire little vans and whatever, and my neighbors and whatever else, yeah, to try and make out that I'm crazy, I'm not crazy. Yeah? I reckon that the business owners that I've been talking about today are members of the Masons, where they literally do sick satanic cult rituals to maintain their status and financial abilities to earn a living. Okay? So yeah, that's why that place is not busy. Yeah, that's why. Because if that guy did that to me, what else does he do? Here to other people. I bet you there's a few people who've had some problems in business with him. What a little nasty character. I don't work for you, mate. I don't know who you are and I don't want to know. Fuck off. Okay. Right. So this is Aisha from God FM, and I'm just tired of the harassment, the pretending, the full time. It's all day, all night, never ending. Absolutely exhausting. And it needs to stop. If the police did some digging, it wouldn't take very long for them to unravel this. But of course, the police don't want to do anything to stop this. This could happen to you in Turkey. Okay? This could happen to you or your child or your mother. Yeah. All it takes is for someone to go, oh, she's nice. Let's go in and take over her number, start doing home invasions, vandalize their vehicle, smear her name, terrorize her at her business. Yeah. There's another one that likes to do the same. Let's talk about this. Mr. Dave Watts of Watts & Co. Accountants also likes to go around and slag off innocent people, yet doesn't know me, but slags me off. Right? Another one. And he has a confidential agreement because he's an accountant. If you discuss your financial dealings with him, he is held by a code of practice where he's not meant to discuss you to anybody else, any other third parties, right? But this guy does that. He's a complete and utter gossip. And another one is that little Asian guy called Mohammed at the market running queue. Would always stand outside slagging off my company, Big Apple Estate, doesn't even fucking know me. Yeah. And when my car was vandalized on the roof, it was all linked to Mohammed and all sorts of people. Police didn't want to do anything. Union Square didn't see anything, even though they got cameras. Busybodies. You know what? God hates a busybody, and so do fucking I. And it's time to talk about it today, yeah? Right. So, interesting it is. It is. It's very interesting. I think that what happens is they take a look at someone, they go, oh, she's got a little business, look, she's always happy, that one. What we'll do is we'll go after her and destroy her fucking life. You know? And all it takes is a few people to get together, then get in your device. And anyone you've fallen out with on your phone, they've got the details, it's like the Hills of Ice. It's like a little witch hunt. It's disgusting. I'm tired of it. I really am. And yeah, it's time to talk about it, yeah? I'm not frightened of anyone, right? You don't like me? You come and fucking tell me. You stop this shit. Otherwise, I talk about you on God FM. Yeah. I mean, really, what kind of manager of a shopping centre decides to start terrorising a little single woman running her own business? Hey? What kind of people have we got? What kind of men are these? Spineless wimps, hey? Don't you think? I think so. I mean, can you imagine being married to that thing? What a fucking nasty character he is. Yeah. So anyway, it's Aisha from God FM. If you want to find me, you can find me on Podbean, Spotify, Amazon, Samsung, Chrome, YouTube, Apple, X, as well as TikTok and Telegram as God FM News, God FM New, God FM Radio, God FM Group, and God FM Media. Right. Oh yes, we should maybe mention Luke Irons as well. If you ever hire a man called Luke Irons, be careful. This guy does witchcraft and all sorts of voodoo with his buddies. Got a big crowd of friends. And his friend Michael Holton. I used to run a solar business, and this is where it all started, with the hacking and stalking and terrorizing and all this nonsense. Yeah. Be careful hiring those guys, because they worked for me. Kia Doherty is another one. Watch out for her. Watch out. Be careful. Be careful, because you might hire somebody to work for you, and then they might just become jealous and then decide to try and destroy your life like these fucking people did. And then go and make friends with everyone in the market and the Union Square and turn everyone against you, eh? So much fun, isn't it, eh? Fuck you people. All right. It's Aisha from God FM. Take care.